Hey, what's up everybody? I just saw Predestination and I honestly don't know what to think quite yet. It's been a few days since I've seen this, and I was so just kind of taken aback by what I was watching. Not because it was like, well, actually, yeah, because it was just really kind of out there. And the trailers for this movie are really selling you an entirely different movie than what you're actually going to get. This is a really strange and kind of out there scenario. Now, here's the deal with this movie. It's sort of sold as like this action movie, right? But it's really not an action movie. It's more of a sci-fi drama. There's a heavy sci-fi element in here, and it's definitely a sci-fi movie first, but it's not an action movie second. It's a drama second. Now, the most of this movie is this movie's about Ethan Hawke, and he's a time traveling sort of agent that stops crimes by going back in the past, and he's having trouble catching this one terrorist bomber guy, and so he goes back in time to try and stop him, and he ends up talking to this woman who's who's almost like, she's almost the main character because this movie focuses on her quite a bit. Ethan Hawke really takes a back seat for like almost half of the movie, and now the actress, whose name is Sarah Snook, she's good. She's a great actress. She shows a lot of potential and I think raw talent in this movie. A few times I felt like they were asking her to go a little bit beyond where her abilities are right now, but I feel like she's got a lot of potential in the future, so I think she's going to go places. But for this movie, for the most part, she was fantastic. Anyway, about the story, half of this movie is really just set up for the second half of the movie. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's fine, but just while you're watching it, you just keep thinking something is about to happen, something big, something, just something besides just kind of this melodrama of a story. But that's kind of what it is for the first half of the movie, and the action really never picks up. The action is really just kind of a backdrop. The whole criminal espionage, sort of secret agent, time traveling policeman thing. It's really, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with. I mean, time travel does, but the policing aspect of it doesn't have a whole lot to do with the actual story that's being told. And so I think if you go into it knowing a little bit more about the movie and knowing what you should expect, then I think you'll enjoy it a lot more. This is a sci-fi drama with a little bit of action in it. It's not a sci-fi action movie, really at all. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. It delivers on a certain level. This movie looked like along the lines of like a Looper, or something closer to that, or maybe even an iRobot. But yeah, so if you know what to expect, this is a sci-fi drama, and if that sounds interesting to you, then you should check this movie out. But yeah, 6 out of 10, that's kind of on the fence as to whether you should see it in theaters. I think it's a solid rental if that sounds interesting, unless you really like drama and sci-fi fusions. Then I would not recommend you see this in the theater. But that's just me. If you've seen this movie, tell me what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next time.